Good morning everybody and welcome. Welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. Club, and today I come to you from ANZ Stadium, which used to be the Olympic Stadium. It just seems like yesterday when I was here back in August 2000 for the opening ceremony of the Sydney Olympics. I was very fortunate to have gone into the ballot for tickets and was able to score tickets for the whole family. So it was myself, Paula, and both my children were at the opening ceremony on that magnificent evening. At that evening, we saw the flame that originated in Olympia, Greece. After I got the tickets, or was allocated tickets in the ballot, I said to myself, what more can I do to make this a plus 10 experience for me and my family? And given that my parents, my family, has roots in Greece, I thought there'd be nothing better than actually travelling to Greece, travelling to Olympia with the whole family in May, to go to Olympia and watch the lighting ceremony and see the beginning of the flame journey, of the Olympic flame journey, and also to be here at the opening ceremony and watch the flame arrive and light that magnificent cauldron. Who can ever forget that moment when Cathy Freeman carried the flame into the cauldron, which was water and fire, and lit the flame, and we had those few seconds of hesitation when the cauldron didn't want to lift, but it was just a magical experience. What I want to do is just chat to you a little bit about prioritizing time and making the most of your time. Years ago, and I don't know when, but I remember somebody telling me that most people live their life as a 6 or a 7 out of 10. If you ask people, give me a rating in terms of where your life is, most people, even if they're having a great time, will say 6 or 7. And I remember being or working with somebody once who said to me, what's one more thing that I can do to make this a plus 8 or a plus 9 experience? Because you have that option, but you need to ask yourself and the people around you the open-ended question. What's one more thing we can do to make this a better experience for all of us? The same person also had a habitual question that she used to ask herself. And that habitual question was, what can I do now that will make this moment in my life more productive? So from a work perspective, she would ask this question as well. What is one more thing that I can do to make this moment of my day the most productive moment that I can? Because all of us have downtime. We have downtime throughout the day while we're waiting to do things. We've got downtime when we're on our way to work, when we're in our car driving, and we've got lots of spare time that can either be spent doing nothing and worrying, or it can be used productively to do something that's going to make that moment count in your life. So the message to our children, to our grandchildren, to the people that we mentor is, have in your armory, in your inventory of questions that you ask yourself, what is the most productive thing I can do right now? What is one more thing that I can do to make this experience a plus 10 experience, or a plus 9, or a better experience? If you ask yourself those questions, then at least you're creating yourself options to make it to have a better life, to have a better time. So, don't be lazy. Don't be boring. Ask yourself, and it doesn't have to cost money. Ask yourself, what's one more thing I can do to improve this experience? And you'll be surprised. Sometimes the answer is very, very, very small, something insignificant. But by doing it, it enhances, it amplifies, it makes the experience more memorable. So once again, I'm standing here just outside the stadium. There were 110,000 people, I remember, crammed into that stadium for the opening ceremony. I was also here for Cathy Freeman's 400 metre milestone, which once again, how can you ever forget? How can you forget hearing all of the spectators rise as one and cheer as she was coming around the bend? I remember I was sitting on the bend there, and I said to myself, if she's in line with everybody on the bend here, then she's going to win this. And as she came round that bend, oh, I get emotional just thinking about it. I said, she's got this. And as she did, she won it, and it was just a magical, magical time. Anyway, it's Friday morning. We're just before the long weekend, and we've got the whole weekend to maximise the time that we have with our family, with our friends, with ourselves. So, ask yourself that magical question. What is one more thing I can do to make my time productive? And what more can I add to this experience to make it a +10, or to take it from a 6 to a 7 or to an 8? Anyway, the power is in your hands. Power to you. And let's remind ourselves with this following affirmation. I am well, I am alive, and I feel great. Onward and upward. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock. And until then, let's make our life absolutely awesome. Yasas, take care, and bye from now. Cheers.